here. Thanks for checking out my channel again. Today we're going to start standing and we're actually going to be facing the long edge of our mat. So you may need to adjust your mat so that you can see me. And we're going to take a big, wide stance. So all of your toes are facing that long edge of your mat, and then you're actually going to turn them in ever so slightly so that you're in that little pigeon-toed stance. From here, you're going to interlace your fingers like this, but behind your back, rolling your shoulders open. Maybe your arms are straight, maybe they're not. We're going to squeeze your palms together. Deep inhale here, reach the knuckles down towards the floor. As you exhale, take a little bend in those knees and we'll start to slowly hinge at the hips, falling forward, letting your knuckles reach up towards the ceiling. Maybe they come down your back towards the ground behind your head. Breathing deeply here. Feel a nice shoulder opening on the front of your shoulders, maybe in between your shoulder blades. Just let your head hang heavy down towards the floor. You can keep that little bend in your knees. Deep breath in, long breath out. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, we'll release our hands down towards the floor, just letting your shoulders hang heavy now. Let the blood kind of circulate back into your arms. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. You're going to take your right hand and place it down right in front of your face. We're going to take a big bend in that right knee and reach our left hand up towards the ceiling, spiraling your heart open to the left. Deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bring that left hand down to meet the right, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend the left knee now. Left hand is in front of the face, and we reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it down to meet the left leg straightens. Inhale, bend the right knee, lift the left hand high. Exhale, place it down to meet the right. Inhale, bend the left knee, lifting the right arm. Exhale, down. Just alternating here, doing mild twists. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, down. One more time each side. Alrighty, both hands reach down towards the floor, both knees are straight and we're hanging heavy over our legs. And let's go ahead and walk both of our hands over towards our right ankle. So grabbing a hold of your ankle, your shin, maybe your thigh, and then dropping your left shoulder down towards the floor so that your shoulders stay nice and square. And then starting to bring your belly a little closer towards that right thigh. Your head can hang heavy too. Should start to feel a nice stretch on the outside of your right leg. Deep breath. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Now we're going to turn our right toes towards that back corner of the mat. And then we can bend that right knee nice and deep, spiraling onto the left heel, flexing those left toes towards the sky. You can have your fingertips resting on the ground here, or if you'd like, you can practice your balance by bringing your hands up to your heart, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. Deep inhale. Great big exhale, picking a spot to focus on, something that's not moving, that's not going to be me today. I'm wiggling too. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Nice big inhale. Long exhale. Alrighty, let's frame our right knee with our hands. And we're going to turn all of our toes towards the back edge of the mat. Coming into a nice lunge position, you can drop the left knee and untuck the left toes. So your right ankle is below the right knee. And once you got all that going on, you can start to sway from side to side, Just opening up the top of the left hip. Deep inhale. Long exhale. When you're ready, we'll reach those arms forward and up, bringing the tailbone to point down towards the floor. Crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll drop the right hand down by our sides and reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. And then we'll lean, bending at the waist, we'll lean over to the right. Maybe your right fingertips reach the ground, maybe not. Feel a nice side body stretch all the way from your left fingertips down to your left knee. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Let's inhale the right arm high. Exhale, bring both hands down to frame the right foot. Now we're going to shift our weight onto that back knee so that we can straighten the right leg and flex the right toes. We're going to tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Leading with the heart will hinge at the waist, bending over that straight leg. Should feel a nice stretch all along the back side of the right leg. It can be on your fingertips, maybe your hands come flat on the ground, or if you have blocks, it's a great place for blocks too. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll bend that right knee, planting the right foot. We're going to bring our left hand to plant nice and flat onto the inside of your right foot. We're going to turn our heart over to the right, reaching our right hand high. Exhale, dropping that right hand back towards the top of the back. And we'll kick the left heel up towards the booty, maybe grabbing hold of your left foot. Maybe use a strap to hook that left foot and bring it a little closer to you. Your gaze can be back and over that right shoulder. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Sink the left hip a little bit lower. And make sure you're not dumping into that front shoulder. Really press it away. Lots of space in between the left shoulder and the left ear. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the foot. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, place the right hand down to frame the right foot. And then from here, we're actually going to bring the right hand onto the inside of the right foot as well and wiggle the right foot out towards the edge of the mat. So pinky edge is in line with the edge of the mat too. So this is lizard pose. You can stay here nice and tall, straight arms, or you can start to roll onto the pinky edge of that right foot, letting the outside of the right knee drop a little closer to the floor. Maybe you'd like to walk your hands out a little bit further in front of you. Maybe you can come down onto your forearms. Breathing deeply here. You can let your head hang heavy if that's a little more comfortable for you. If not, you just hold it up. Couple more deep breaths here. And if you came down onto your forearms, we'll press back up onto your palms. Your right hand is going to come onto the outside of the right foot, and we'll wiggle the right foot over to the other side of the mat. From here, we'll roll onto the pinky edge of that foot again, dropping the outside of the right knee all the way down towards the floor. Flexing that right foot, you can either press it away, bringing your shin more parallel to that short edge of the mat, or bring the heel in for a little bit less intensity. So find what works for you today, and then go ahead and drop your left hip bone a little closer to the floor so that you are squaring off your hips. If you have a lot of gap in between your right hip and the floor, you can stuff some blankets under there, maybe a block. And again, staying here nice and tall, or Coming down onto your forearms. Maybe you can bring your forehead down to the floor. Find your version. This is pigeon. And breathe deeply here. Deep breath in, long breath out. 2 more just like that. And if you came down onto your forearms, we'll press back up onto your palms. We're going to tuck those left toes, lift the left knee up off the ground, and send the right foot back to meet the left. So you can be in high plank or low plank by simply dropping the knees. So choose which one is best for you. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to shift our shoulders forward past our wrists. Bend the elbows and lower down really slow. Untucking the toes. Inhale, peeling the chest and chin up off the ground for a baby cobra. Exhale the forehead back down to meet the mat. We're going to tuck our toes, lift our hips, pressing yourself up and back into downward facing dog. You may want to walk out your dog by bending one knee and then the other, reaching the opposite heel down towards the floor. Just waking up the backs of the legs a little bit more. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Reaching both heels down towards the floor, then we're going to send that right foot up towards the sky in a 3-legged down dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to bring the right knee into the chest, shifting forward into plank. And then we're going to step the right foot up towards the top of the mat. Your left knee will stay lifted this time, but we're going to turn our left toes towards the long edge of the mat, drop the left heel. The right knee is under or above the right ankle. Keep that bend, and we're going to press ourselves up and open into warrior 2. Your hips are open towards that long edge of the mat. Arms are out toward T. You can gaze over that front hand. Sinking a little deeper into that front knee. Deep inhale. Great big exhale. We're going to turn our front hand up towards the ceiling. Drop the back hand to the back leg. Reach that front arm up and over as we lean over that back leg. Deep inhale. Great big exhale. One more. And we'll inhale back into warrior 2. Exhale here. We'll inhale, straightening that front leg. Shift your hips back. Reach the front arm forward as much as you can. And then we're going to drop it to our ankle, your shin, your blocks, whatever you've got going on. And then we'll reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Our heart is open towards the left. And our shoulders are stacked on top of one another. Deep inhale. Long exhale. On your next inhale, we'll start to bend that front knee, coming back into warrior 2. Then we're going to place our right forearm on top of our right thigh, reaching the left arm up and over towards the top of the mat. Make sure you're not dumping into that right shoulder again. Press up and open. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Let's inhale back into warrior 2. Exhale or cartwheel our arms down to frame that right foot. Left toes turn towards the top of the mat. Now we're going to bring our right hand to the inside of the right foot. And we're going to walk our hands towards center, coming back into that forward fold. So your toes are turned in just a little bit like we did at the beginning. Hanging out here for a couple of breaths. Maybe noticing the difference that you feel on one side of your body than the other. And let's go ahead and walk both of our hands over towards our left ankle or shin. Dropping the right shoulder down towards the floor and then bringing the belly a little closer to the thigh. You can let your head hang heavy here too. Deep breaths. One more inhale. Long exhale. And we're going to turn our left toes towards that top corner of the mat. Bend the left knee, coming onto the right heel. Flexing the right toes towards the ceiling. Keeping your fingertips on the mat. Or we practice our balance on this side too. Bringing both hands to your heart center. Choosing a spot to focus on and breathing there. One side may be a little more wiggly than the other. That's okay. Deep breath in. Long breath out. You can release both fingers down towards the floor. We're going to pivot now towards the top of the mat, turning all of our toes that way, coming into the low lunge. So dropping the right knee now, untucking the right toes. Left knee over right or left ankle, and then you can sway from side to side. Just make sure that back knee is back far enough that it's at a diagonal rather than a 90-degree angle. So you may need to scoot it back a little bit more. Alrighty, when you're ready, we'll reach those arms forward and up. Pointing the tailbone down towards the floor. Crown of the head reaches high. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop our left hand down by our sides. Right hand goes up. And then we'll bend at the waist over to the left. And again, maybe your fingertips reach the floor. Maybe not. Maybe you grab a block and bring the ground a little closer to you. Deep inhale. Long exhale. And we'll inhale the left arm up. Exhale, planting the hands to frame the left foot. Right hand comes, or no, we're going to shift our weight back towards that right knee now. Straightening the left leg, flexing the left toes. Tilt the tailbone up towards the sky. You won't move a lot, but you should start to feel that nice opening along the left side of your leg. Left leg. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Maybe closing your eyes, just feeling into this stretch. Alright, let's bend that left knee, planting the left foot. We're going to bring our right palm to the inside of that left foot. Inhale, bringing the left arm up towards the sky, turning our heart over to the left. Exhale, dropping the left hand towards the back of the mat. And then we'll kick that right heel up, maybe grabbing a hold of it with your hands, maybe using a strap. And then we'll drop the right hip bone a little closer to the ground, gazing back over the left shoulder. Deep inhale. Great big exhale. 2 more. And we'll release that back foot. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, placing it down to meet the right. And then we're going to bring that left hand to the inside of the left foot. Wiggle the left foot over towards the long edge of your mat. Staying here in that nice tall lizard. Or you can roll onto the outside edge of the left foot, letting the outside of the left knee drop a little closer to the floor. Maybe you come down to your forearms, maybe not. Finding your pigeon, breathing there. Lizard, I keep saying pigeon. right knee. You can always stuff a little blanket under there or a pillow. Give it a little bit more cushion. Two more breaths. And if you came onto your forearms, we'll press back up onto your palms. Roll onto that flat foot. And we're going to wiggle the left foot over to the other side of the mat. Rolling onto the pinky edge again, dropping the outside of the left knee all the way down towards the floor. Choosing your intensity by bringing the heel in close or pressing it away. Everybody drop your right hip a little closer to the floor, squaring off the hips. Staying here in a nice proud pigeon, or coming down onto your forearms again, maybe your forehead. Find your pigeon. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Two more. And if you came onto your forehead or your forearms, we'll press back up onto your palms. We're going to tuck our right toes, lift the right knee up off the ground, sending the left foot back to meet the right. High plank or low plank, your choice. Deep breath in. Exhale, we shift forward. Bend the elbows, keep them as close as you lower down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, peeling the chest and chin up. Exhale, lowering back down towards the ground. Let's tuck our toes, lift our hips, pressing yourself up, and back to downward dog. Deep inhale here, press the chest back towards the thighs, heels reaching down towards the mat. Nice big inhale. Great big exhale. You're going to lift that left foot up towards the sky, deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to bring the left knee into the chest, shifting into plank, and then stepping the left foot up towards the top of the mat. Left ankle under left knee, turn those right toes to the long edge of the mat, drop the right heel. We're going to press open to warrior two on the other side. Sinking deep into the front knee. Deep inhale. Great big exhale. Turn the front palm up towards the ceiling, drop the back hand to the back leg, and we'll reach up and over with that front hand, coming into reverse warrior. Deep breath in, long breath out. One more. Inhale back into warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, we'll straighten that front leg, shift those hips back, and we'll reach forward with that front hand, and then dropping into the ankle, the shin, maybe a block. Bringing the right arm up towards the ceiling. Stacking your shoulders on top of one another. Imagining that you're in between two planes of glass. Deep breath. Using your next inhale, we'll take a bend in that front knee, coming back into warrior two. Exhale, bringing your left forearm to that left thigh, and reaching that right arm up towards the top of the mat. Spiraling your heart open towards the right. Deep inhale. Great big exhale. Two more. Inhale back into warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel our arms down to frame the left foot, turning those right toes towards the top of the mat. And we're going to bring our left hand to the inside of the left foot, walking back through that wide-legged forward fold, hanging heavy over the legs. All right, let's take a little bend in those knees. We're going to inhale, coming up halfway. And then bring your hands to heart center and rise all the way up. And then we'll start to wiggle our feet together. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this short and sweet practice, a little bit of everything. And if you guys have any requests for next time, feel free to let me know. Until then, have a great week.